Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Mower Man here. Got an update on the racing mower for you guys, or the off-roading mower. Here's the tractor's original transmission pulley. It's a 9-inch. You can see we had to cut into it to get it off because it was really rusted on. Not even a pulley puller would get it. It was super rusty. It's all out and everything. So now we got on the new 5-inch pulley, and as you guys can see, there's a really big difference, which means this thing's gonna go fast enough to not be annoyingly slow. It went about 4 or 5 miles an hour before. Now I think it'll hit about 15. You guys can see it. There's some oil down there now. This thing was bone dry. I took out the oil plug and flipped it right so it was standing like that and absolutely nothing came out. Here's a little oil plug. I'm going to push that back in there with a screwdriver like you're supposed to. This transmission is a Peerless MST 205-509A. It's just an MST 205 though. That's the main model. You can see right here. It says Tecumseh Products Company, Peerless Division, Salem IN 47167. That's all it says right there. That might be part of our braking issue. The brakes are completely packed with crap, but they still turn. You see it starts to move everything. They're like just totally packed with junk and goo. They turn the wheels though, so I can't really turn them. Gonna have to for sure redo that. Now what I was thinking about doing for a tractor build is actually make the wheels run off of that brake. Like take a sprocket and put it on here and have the wheels run off of that and then not use this. I was just thinking of that for a build because as you guys can see, when you turn this, it rolls it. Now this tranny ain't locked or nothing like that. I'm not going to do none of that. I mean, I know I could lock it and it would do 10 times better, but this thing isn't like a real off-road mower. It's just for like trails and stuff. And these tires are probably going to get replaced depending on if I like them. When they were going slow, they got okay traction. I think that the way they look, it looks like if I can turn them fast, which I'm going to be able to do now, it looks like they'll be able to pull themselves along pretty well. And it looks like with the AV tread, you can see that looks like an A, that looks like a V, that's what I call them like I do. It looks like that tread will dig in and go. Because this thing, once you had it in 5th gear, full throttle, if you pulled the governor a little bit, it'd start digging in and go pretty well. But obviously I don't like pulling the governor because that'll kill the motor. The only thing I do that to is my racing mower, and that's because its motor's a piece of junk. You guys will see a video of that thing tomorrow. It's parked out back, which is back there, behind that wall. Actually, behind that wall is my house, behind that door. So yeah, that's basically an update on this thing. I haven't even touched the motor yet or nothing. Since I've owned the tractor I have. Funny story with this thing is I got it last summer in trade for a moped that I had that didn't even run or nothing. It was a piece of junk. I traded it for this, and it was in real good shape. It had a good condition hood, had working headlights, and a fully functional electrical system, and it's 38-inch deck, which I do still have out back. This thing cut grass 2 weeks ago. But then the deck was starting to sit like that, slowly more and more, so I just figured screw it, I'll pull it off. The reason I decided to make this my off-roading mower is because this tractor has a C-channel frame, which means it's going to be tough and it'll last. Okay, there's thunder. Wonderful. Don't know where that came from. That tire came right off. That tire seized down. So it has both tires back on it and it's sitting on a paint can, so it sits perfectly level for me. You can see where it bolted in. It bolted in there, and there, not there, and there. That's for a bigger tractor, like a Sears or something like that, or a Craftsman or something big. Yeah, undercarriage is nice. I went ahead and I kept the tractor's original clutch spring, but I hooked it on somewhere else and made it have more tension and added another spring on top of it. So it's got plenty of belt tension now, or it's going to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the tractor's original belt, and I'm just going to add in an idler pulley, which I have one over there on that shelf. Let's see if we can go find it here. In my main garage here. This is my grandpa's Hummer truck. My main workshop where everything gets done out of. In here, in that bin, and a couple of other bins and other places is mainly our little pulley station area. All I gotta do is go in there and find myself an idler and we'll be good to go. And then we can run the tractor's stock belt because I'm really cheap and I don't want to have to buy a new belt because the belt's gonna be like 26 bucks and I don't want to. So we'll make the original belt work. Everything will be good. So yeah, now I'm going to get shoved in that drain plug and stuff. This is a shifter. It's a 5-speed. See, it says it right there. My Murray has a 6-speed. It's a MST 206. This is a MST 205. But anyway, tomorrow there will be another update when the training's back in. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.